It's ridiculously easy to be better than 99% of people, and in this video, I'm going to show you how. All you need is 5 minutes a day to follow a plan so simple that even a fool could understand it. Stick around until the end because I'm going to give you the step-by-step guide that will pull you out of your loser life and catapult you straight to the top. If you think you've seen it all, just wait until you hear what the astronauts have to say. Let's start with the obvious, realization. You need to do what most people won't because they're just a bunch of lazy slackers. They wake up, drag themselves to work, do the bare minimum to stay alive, and then come up with excuse after excuse not to do what needs to be done. They're lazy, distracted, and some even manage to chase after goals so stupid it's almost pitiful. Want an example? Think of a free neighborhood gym. Yeah, zero cost, doesn't cost a dime. And guess what? It's emptier than a politician's promises. Meanwhile, everyone's at home, glued to the TV, computer, or phone, with that dim light in their face looking like a bunch of hypnotized zombies. It's so sad. Even a second-rate scammer could easily take advantage of them. Now, if you're ready to stop being one of these idiots and actually want to get your life together, pay attention and get ready to hear some harsh truths. Remember when McDonald's came on the scene? It was like the world discovered the magic formula for becoming a couch potato. Ridiculously low prices, a taste more addictive than chocolate, and convenience that even the laziest person couldn't resist. The result? Everyone turned into a walking blob, and the food industry had to reinvent itself to keep up with the clown's fast food joint. And now, decades later, we're all fatter than a gas tank. But hold on, it's just getting started. Forget about that gut for a minute. The next target is your brain. Welcome to the era of instant gratification, where any pleasure that turns your mind to mush is just a swipe away. Take TikTok, for example. It's been downloaded over 4 billion times. Billions, my friend. In the U.S. alone, nearly half the population is on there, scrolling through video after video, getting dumber by the second. And you think other companies aren't taking notes? This is just the warm-up. It's going to get more refined, more widespread, and, of course, more addictive. Technology isn't just going to distract you. It's going to invade your senses, fry your brain, and soon enough, rewrite reality right in front of you. It's like digital fentanyl spreading faster than gossip in a Facebook group, contaminating everything we do, consume, and participate in. But you know what? I'm loving it. Want to know why? Because this is the biggest opportunity of your life. Think about it. You're surrounded by addicts. It's mealtime, and there's a piece of bread hidden somewhere. If everyone else is either high or going through withdrawal, guess who's going to find that bread first? That's right, you, the only sober genius in the room. So stop being dumb and realize it's never been easier to leave this zombie horde in the dust, and you only need 5 minutes a day to do it. To start, you need to step into the first level of your transformation, the basics of basics, like learning to tie your shoelaces, but applied to life. This is where you'll discover the power of small victories. But listen up, I said small victories, not laziness disguised as, oh, I'm doing my best. The concept is simple. These are the tiny, everyday things that barely require any effort. But guess what? Most people are so lazy they don't even bother with them. Like taking the stairs instead of being carried up like a king on an escalator, choosing water instead of guzzling liquid sugar with soda, or maybe instead of getting lost in TikTok, you decide to listen to a decent podcast or watch a video from this channel. So go ahead and subscribe to start getting ahead of everyone else. It's not like this is hard or truly uncomfortable. It's just a bit inconvenient. But man, that so-called collective comfort zone is strong, isn't it? Everyone's so happy, stuffing their brains with comforting, stupid junk, and then they wonder why they feel so empty at the end of the day. No wonder the neighborhood gym is always empty, right? But hold on, you're not like everyone else, or at least you're trying not to be. You're about to break out of this mediocre bubble and start building a list of daily small victories. And when these habits become automatic, that's when you'll be ready for level 2, learning to embrace discomfort. But before I dive into level 2, hit the like button so I know you're not just another idiot who gives up at the first sign of difficulty. Come on, genius! Now let's move on to level 2, which is so simple, even a fool could get it. Do one uncomfortable thing a day, just one. Sounds easy, right? Think again, smart guy. Besides everyone else's comfort zone, there's your own personal comfort zone. If you're single, your level 2 might be forcing yourself to say hi to that cute girl sitting next to you on the plane. And yeah, it can get so tense, you might think you're going to pass out. Another example, suddenly having to speak in public at a work meeting with everyone staring at you and your voice shaking like a leaf. Level 2 is having the guts to say no to your boss and even telling him to shove it. And when he kicks you out for insubordination, you'll have to swallow your pride and realize you were an idiot for listening to some random jerk on YouTube. Now you're jobless, homeless, and wondering where it all went wrong. Maybe someone cuts you off in traffic. Instead of flipping them the bird, you hold back and play the I'm above this card. But of course, you're still pissed off. Do that once a day and you've met your level 2 quota. The next time someone cuts you off, then yeah, feel free to flip them off. You just need to hold back once a day. Easy, right? You don't need to be a genius for that. And you know what the best part is? Almost no one around you is really trying to grow. They run from discomfort like it's the plague. They'd rather stay in their mediocre little lives full of lame excuses. But if you stick to this 5-minute rule, soon enough, it'll be as natural as breathing, and you'll be light years ahead of this herd of airheads. The point is, chase discomfort in small doses, and little by little, you'll leave those idiots behind. Level 3, the power of pain. Got the logic down, or are you still lost? Level 1 annoys you, level 2 makes you nervous, but level 3? Welcome to the pain club, my friend. But don't go crying in the corner just yet. Even if you only reach level 2 and step out of your comfort bubble once a day, you're already ahead of 90% of the idiots who live on autopilot. Now, if you really want to join the 10% who actually know what they're doing, listen up. The secret is simple. Do something painful every single day, and hey, don't confuse pain with discomfort, all right? Discomfort is saying hi to that person you like and freezing up like an idiot. But real pain, that's getting rejected so hard it hurts your soul. If you haven't been dumped, you haven't reached level 3. You wimp. At level 3, you'll hunt for pain like you're looking for a fight and make it your new daily addiction. And before you start whining, but why would I do that? Let me explain. Pain sucks, nobody likes it, and that's exactly why you need to face it head on. Pain is like herpes. It shows up eventually, no questions asked. You can either prepare for it or sit there like a fool, waiting for life to knock you down. Pain will find you whether you like it or not, so you might as well choose your pain before life chooses you as its next victim. Now, here's the deal. It's better to choose the controlled pain of the gym than the pain of turning into a shriveled, disease-ridden old person, right? Anyone with half a brain would prefer the pain of knowledge and experience, no matter how tough it is, over the pain of stupidity and regret. So it's wise to choose your pain while you still can, or keep being a nobody. And that's why every day there are people doing those 15-minute planks that make their souls feel like they're leaving their bodies. The physical pain and mental toughness that comes with it, that's the daily level 3 of someone who actually wants to grow in life. But do you think pain is only for those in war zones or horror movies? Not at all, my friend. Pain is totally subjective. If a little push-up makes you want to cry, congratulations, you're on the right track. But relax, you don't have to kill yourself at the gym. Pain will find you anyway, just by existing and breathing. And then, my dear, you'll be at a crucial crossroads. Either you do what everyone else does, cry, complain, ask why me, play the victim who never learns anything, or you choose the path that most cowardly mortals never dare to tread. If you choose path number 2, your first action will be to move that fat finger of yours and subscribe to the channel to stop being mediocre. Come on, airhead, this is easy. What's hard is embracing the pain like it's your ticket to getting stronger and tougher. Sure, it sucks, but without it, you'll never become who you want to be. The real villain isn't the pain, it's you, with your constant whining. Keep dodging discomfort, and you'll end up quitting everything and eventually dropping dead. Pain's just pain. It's up to you whether it makes you or breaks you. And let's be honest, standing out in life isn't that hard. With a simple 3-step plan, even a fool could rise above. Just stick to it every day, no excuses. Drop a comment below if you finally decided to stop being mediocre and outshine 99% of people, and I hope to see you in the next video. If not, well, you're dumber than I thought.